What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to a new video on the channel. Welcome to some Gran Turismo 7 for today's video, and we got a brand new update that came out actually a couple of days ago now. But I was genuinely just waiting for it. I completely forgot, and then we got distracted with the Car X update. So regardless, we're back on this game. There's some new cars that have been added into the game, plus a bunch of PS5 Pro supported stuff, which is kind of interesting. Don't have PS5 Pro, don't really care for it. And also, from the differences that I've noticed, they're not that massive between the regular PS5 and the PS5 Pro. So I don't know if the upgrade is really worth it in terms of getting the new PS5 Pro. Apparently it supports 8K res. Thing is though, they support all this sort of stuff, but if you don't have the correct equipment to be able to like run it, so if you don't have like an 8K TV, like what is the point? Like you have 8K support or 8K like, you know, resolution up to, but like what is the point since your monitor or your TV doesn't really support it? So right now I'm recording this thing in 4K. I'm not even playing it in 4K, but I'm recording it in 4K so you guys can watch the video in 4K if you have a 4K monitor, if you have a 4K TV, if you have a 4K resolution phone, stuff like that. So I'm trying to get the highest possible quality for that, but my monitor that I'm playing the game on right now is 1440p, so that's the highest I'll end up seeing. It's just what I'm recording at is higher res because I'm recording it through my Elgato. Regardless, there's a bunch of new things that has come out in terms of cars. As you can see, we have a few of them available here on this list. We can go through all the pictures. Escort, Cosy, very cool little car. You can see the interior. We'll go through some of the details on some of these cars anyway. I'll try and maybe bring them into like I can't remember what it's called. Is it just like the scenery thing? Basically whatever we're going into detail with in this game. So we'll have a quick little look around what the cars actually look like. 911 Turbo S, very cool. We also have this, the Mission X. Is that what it's called? The Mission R? I can't remember. It's the Mission X. Yeah, that's it. Interior looks absolutely unbelievable as well. And we have a new Suzuki Jimny, which I don't really care about because we already have another Suzuki Jimny in the game. But now we have another one as well. The JC, I'm pretty sure is what it's called. The Sierra. There you go. And yeah, we also have some new wheels, which I'm going to take a look at. There's some rotiform wheels. If we go over into this, you can see the new Escort Cosy, which is right here. I am actually going to purchase this because it's not really that expensive. I need to get some more money into this game as well, but look how good that looks. Look how good that looks. The wing at the back is just makes it. This is like one of the most iconic cars in the world due to the wing that it has on the back. How crazy is that? Just because of a wing design, this thing turned into an absolute icon in like the car world. It's ridiculous looking. Look at it. That is a good looking car from the interior. There's so much detail, especially in the plastics. You can see all the little extra bits of plastic. There's so much detail in that. It looks great. I kind of want to make a video on each one of these specific cars, but in today's video I kind of want to just take a look at pretty much all of these quite a bit. You can see the detail. Oh, what are these wheels called? Are they like stealth? Oh, I was gonna say they're like Ford stealth wheels or whatever they're called. It just looks so clean. I love the paint on this thing as well. The iconic wing though. We need to have a closer look at that iconic wing on the back of this thing. It's got a little sunroof as well. Look at it. That's so cool. The little exhaust opening as well. Crazy detail in the taillights. It just is a good looking little car, isn't it? This is what hot hatches were like back in the day. I mean, this was a crazy little car. Rally inspired. Very cool. And, right. Anyway, that's cool. Let's move on to some of the other cars and I'm going to take a look at, which are in Brand Central. I kind of want to take a look at the Suzuki Jimny, but I'm just going to take a quick look at it because I don't really care that much about the Suzuki Jimny. Due to the fact that we already have one in the game. It's just this one's different. So this one is the XC, which is this. Then we have this one. And you can see slight changes, ever so slight changes. It literally just looks like the color is different, and we have a different set of wheels. Apart from that, it doesn't really look that different to the standard regular one. We can't actually have a look at this thing the way we own it, do we? Or like if we own it, I don't think we can. Bunch of different color options as well available for this thing. But I mean, if you painted this color, it looks literally like the other one. It looks the exact same, and they're both 2018s as well. So I don't really know what the difference is. This one is a 650 or 660cc, and then this one's a 1.5 liter. Oh, okay, that's the difference. There you go. This was NA. This was turbo, obviously, because it's a kind of like a K car engine type of vibe. And this was the the other one that pretty much everybody else around the world ended up getting, I'm pretty sure. It only weighs a ton though. That's really, really impressive. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the Suzuki Jimny, but I'm not going to spend that long looking at it. Let's go over to Mercedes. Isn't Mercedes the ones that... I thought Mercedes... Oh, it's in the luxury one. Or it's the classic one, isn't it? It is, yeah. The legendary cars. I don't know why I call it luxury, but there it is. This thing. I'm never buying this. By the looks of things, 20 million for this thing. The W196R. It looks unbelievably cool, but I mean, when am I even going to get this thing? It is incredibly rare. Super, super rare. 20 million. I don't have that kind of money anymore. I used to have quite a decent amount of money in this game. I don't have it anymore because I don't really play it that often. I do also need to do some more races and stuff like that. I mean, the circuit experiences were the ones that got me a huge amount of money. Just completing a bunch of those. But obviously, since I don't play this game that often anymore, just regularly, I don't really make that much money anymore. Okay, cool. Let's have a quick little look at what else we have here. A brand new 911 Turbo S. I actually want to make not even just make a video on this thing, but I want to have like a closer look at this car because I love Porsches and they're very, very cool. And the 911 Turbo S is also super, super nice. It actually doesn't even look that bad in black. I don't really want to get it in black though. I feel like it's a little bit boring. Just getting it in black. Yellow is okay. The thing is though, with black, it has to have all the yellow accents everywhere. If we do, I get it in black. I just feel like this newer one is a little, like, understated. I feel like the one before this thing, so the 991 generation cars, the 991 facelift especially generation cars, they look really, really good. And as boring as it may seem, I think I want to just get it in grey. I think it just looks really, really good in this grey color. So let's buy it, because I'm probably going to be driving this thing at some point. And then I'm definitely not going to be buying the Mission X, because that thing is just probably going to be very, very expensive. And I think you may need an invite to be able to buy it. Well, let's just have a quick little look here. If I scroll across, there it is. There it is. Unbelievable car. I mean, we've had this thing in other games now at this point, but it is a crazy, crazy car. It looks ridiculous. I mean, it's just a big concept car. Imagine if they actually ended up releasing this. Obviously all of the Holy Trinity is coming together very, very slowly. So we have the new McLaren. We also have the new Ferrari, but we don't have the new Porsche. So if they release something like this, it would be crazy. I think this is definitely the most outrageous looking one out of the lot. Or it would be if they actually end up releasing this thing. It just looks nuts. It just looks like a concept car that they brought to life. Like, look how insane that looks with those lights. Yeah, it just looks like a concept car that they brought to life. The other ones kind of still look like regular cars. Like, the McLaren still looks like a McLaren. Like, it still looks like the car that they've had, you know, in their locker. The same design that they've had in their locker. And then the Ferrari as well is just their newer design language that they've introduced with the 12 cilindri, you know? Or 12 cilindri, sorry. So, yeah, if Porsche released something like this, it would be completely out of the ordinary. Not only just for Porsche, but just in general. Because it just looks like it. Like, comparing it to this, right? Like, this still looks like a regular Porsche, except it's obviously sculpted differently. This does not look like a Porsche at all. That's what's crazy about it. Yeah, let's have a quick look at what this thing looks like on the interior. Clean. Very, very clean. I definitely do wish that we could have changed the color of the interior for this thing. Because there are, I know, a bunch of different types of options available. I wonder what the seatbelt is like. Because, like, I would definitely spec a bit, like, a few, like, yellow accents everywhere with this car. Definitely would do that. Because the brakes are yellow on this thing. And, obviously, everything else is just grey and black. And I don't really want it to just be grey and black. I want, like, little yellow accents everywhere. If I was to get a 911, that's how I would get it. It'd be a dark colour, even black, but I'd have yellow accents everywhere. But I definitely wouldn't be getting a 992. I want a 991 generation Turbo S. They're very, very sick. I love those things. But yeah, this looks beautiful. Even if we go into these, it'll just make it look even more realistic. Look at that. That's mad. How real that looks. Let's bring it somewhere else as well. Because there's some areas on this game. Like, that is just straight up a picture. That is just straight up just an image taken, and then obviously the car has been added on. That's ridiculous looking. That is just straight up real. Like, you can't tell me that's not real. Even the track, you can see like little rubber bits on the track still left behind. There's so much detail gone into this game. Like, if you want a detailed like racing game, I don't think you can get anywhere near Gran Turismo. And I know that these are just like little. I know that these ones are just like little like introductory like type of things, and it's not the same as driving it on track. But let's just drive it on track and you see how realistic it looks anyway. I kind of want to bring it on some sort of a circuit with a lot of detail. I don't want to bring it on Nürburgring because it's a bit too long. I do still want to bring it into Europe. We could go over into this track. This is a kind of an interesting one. Or D-Force Raceway is another fun one. Let's bring it over onto D-Force Raceway. It's a nice and simple track, and it's a good looking track as well. Evening, yeah, sure. There's always better colors in the evening. And this is a fake track, by the way. This is not a real track that's in the game. Or sorry, that's in real life. You know, like this is a. What is that? Why is it flashing so hard at the bottom? I think I've changed some settings. And that 11 Turbo S is very quiet in real life as well, so I didn't really expect this thing to like scream in game. Man, I haven't been on this track in so long. It definitely doesn't want to let me slide at all. Can I turn off traction control? Yes. There we go. Much better. Can we hoon this thing around though? That is the question. It's got so much grip, man. As much as you want this thing to like slide from underneath you, it is all-wheel drive at the end of the day with a very, very good diff that wants to keep you in check at all times. It definitely doesn't want to let you slide out. Tiny bit understeery, actually, even. Definitely a lot more understeery than oversteery. I'm still not a fan of the digital clusters, I'm not gonna lie to you. I like that this one still, like, retains the classic, you know, tachometer for your revs. But I know that the 99 2.2 generation cars, they facelifted it and they got rid of that. I'm pretty sure the whole cockpit is now digital, which I really, really don't like. That's the reason why I said it. Oh man, the tap of the brakes making the front end like dart in, that's very cool. That is very, very cool. It definitely doesn't scream like the... Like its brother, the GT3 RS, which is also in this game. That thing is an unbelievable car. But, like, look how good this looks, though. Even out here. It is a fantastic looking car. You turn on the hazard lights. I don't know why they made them like fade in and out. I feel like for some of these cars they should make it so it just goes in and out like very quickly. If that makes sense. Because they are LED. They are LED, so at the end of the day I definitely do think that they should make it so it's kind of, it acts like an LED. Because some of the cars in this game, obviously the ones that don't have LEDs, the fading in and out is perfect for the light. But for the ones that have LEDs all the way around, they should definitely... Oh god, this is very understeery. Maybe a bit of handbrake? I mean, a bit of handbrake upsets the balance, or a little bit of a Scandi flick like that. See what I mean? It does kind of slide a little bit, but you really, really have to force it. Oh god. It's on sports hard tires as well. Jesus. As much as I want to try and send this thing sideways, it's really, really balanced. It's really, really balanced car. Again, this is definitely not a car to take out on the track. This is definitely like a GT car more than anything else. It's really, really fast in a straight line. I mean, it's still a Porsche, so it'll still handle, but if you want a car to take out on the track, the GT3 and the GT3 RS are the ones. Alright, well, I think that's it for today's video. Thank you for watching, everybody. I just want to take a quick look at some of the cars in this game and maybe buy the ones that I can actually afford, but apart from that, yeah, that's pretty much it. Does that wing actually come up? That is the question, because that wing should, I think, should come up at a specific speed, or am I wrong in saying that? Is it maybe like 120 miles an hour or something like that? I don't think it actually does come up. I wonder if there's a thing in your settings, so when you start enabling downforce, I wonder if that wing actually pops up. I actually want to see now if going at high speeds that wing actually pops up. So that is definitely a thing with this game. Or not with this game, but with this car specifically. 20 miles an hour? No, not really. I think it's just staying put. Am I wrong in saying that that 911 GT3 or the Turbo S wing actually pops up? I thought it did. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I'll leave it alone. Thank you for watching, everybody. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.